Hello everyone, welcome to the next session of course. In this session, we are going to discuss about one more data type of Java, which is reference data type. So we will discuss about what are reference data types and how we can have reference data types stored into memory. So first of all, let's understand what is a reference data type. We have already discussed that there are two types of data, primitive and non-primitive, or non-primitive are also termed as reference data. Reference data types contains the reference or the address of dynamically created objects. Means whatever objects we are creating, the address of that object is stored in reference data type. These reference data types are not predefined data types. However, these are also termed as custom data types. In my Java application, whenever I'm declaring any variable which will be of reference data type, the value of that variable will always be none. A reference variable can be used to refer any object of the declared type or any compatible type. Means what? Whenever we are creating an object, we know that object is instance of a class. This is what we have discussed in object-oriented programming concepts. So, whatever class object I am creating, a reference of that particular class object is nothing but a reference variable or any other entity which is compatible with that particular class can also be referred by an object. Now, what are various reference data types available in Java? So mainly three types. One is class type, array type, and interface type. Class type means what? Whenever I'm creating object of any class, it is termed as a reference which points to an object of a class. Array is nothing but collection of multiple values. Array type variable is also considered to be reference data type in Java programming language. Interface type. There is a concept of interface. Obviously, we will be discussing this concept in forthcoming sessions. However, interface is a standard which must be followed by a class. So a class will be created which is implementing an interface, and when we are creating object of that class, it is also termed as object of type interface. So these are three types of reference data in Java application. Now, how reference data members are stored into memory. Whenever we have primitive data member, the value is directly stored at a particular memory location, and primitive data member will be referring to that location, and primitive data member is going to hold that particular value. In case of reference data type, reference data members never hold the values themselves. However, they refer to the location where value is stored. This is the syntax of how we can create an object. So considering customer is a class, and this customer is reference of this particular object. Now here, this is the way how we are creating a reference. That means I'm creating a variable customer with lowercase c of type customer, where this is name of the class and this is name of the object which will be created. So far, As it is not initialized with the object, it is just a reference. And the default value of this customer reference is always null. Now, when this reference will be represented as an object, when we are initializing this reference with the value of the object of this particular class. In short, because this customer is of type customer class, it can hold object of the class. This is the syntax of object creation, and this customer now will refer to the object created into the memory. So it is not going to hold the data itself. However, it is going to point to the location wherever that object is stored. So if any reference is changed or the object is nullified, so customer equal to null, if we write in this way, then that reference will no more point to the specified object. This is how objects are stored in the memory. So this is the object which is created. The actual object will be stored on the heap. The reference to this object will be stored on the stack. And this reference will point to the location where the actual object is stored. On similar basis, as we know that array is also a reference data member. So arrays, whatever we are creating, obviously we will be discussing arrays in detail in future sessions. But this reference to array will be stored on stack, and each of the value will be stored in the heap. And each reference in the array will be referring to the location in the heap. So in this particular session, we discussed about how reference data types are stored in Java and what basic types of reference data are available in Java programming language. Thank you.